So we are joined by a special guest today. He's been on the team for 5 years, I think.
85 years, I think.
Been 7 long years. So we're joined by Dave. He's been on the team for 5 years. He's made an amazing transformation, but he's not only done that, he's inspired hundreds and hundreds of people around him. His biggest struggle was comfort eating. He's overcome it, and now he's here to tell his story. So welcome to the podcast, Dave.
Thank you, guys. A round of applause that you added to that.
But yeah, if you can just start with basically a little bit about yourself, you know, why you joined the team, and then go into...
Yeah, it's still quite prominent in my mind anyway. So I'd say it was about 5 years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So I was 23 stone, or 23 and a half stone. Very unhappy, but at the time living a lie as such, because I made myself feel like I was happy. It was me. All my mates used to say, you know, oh, you look all right because you suit being big.
Yeah.
But then when the terminology bubbly and jolly comes out, you kind of think, right, I don't want to be described as that. So had a number of coaches in the past. I wouldn't say at that time though I was ready for it. So I feel it was a case of nothing against them. It was just the wrong time, wrong place, really. So then obviously found yourself and booked the first anonymous call. I didn't even want to show myself on camera.
It was funny, that call, wasn't it? I remember because I was used to, because I just basically, it was only the start really. Well, it wasn't even called Active Physique, it was called Active Clint, I think. But I just used to get people message me, and I just used to send them prices over like Instagram or whatever. And then you was like the first phone call, because I don't know why, I used to get like a bit of, not anxiety, but a bit weird about answering phones or people ringing me.
Yeah.
Might have been a confidence thing. But then you rang me, and then we just was chatting, and, you know, I remember the first conversation. It was funny, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then it just went from there.
Yeah.
But yeah, go on.
It was good. No, that's fine. Yeah. And then we did some one-to-ones in the PTs in MMA, which was a great gym with great people. And then, yeah, just from there, really, built confidence, built better physique, better mindset, better education, better knowledge. And, yeah, just become the person I am today now, I would say.
What was like your biggest struggle before, and then like what was your main hurdle? What you
confidence. So, well, it was a few things really. I think as a guy, sometimes you kind of feel weak asking for help or asking for support. And then it was one of them where I'd look around and think I could never do that.
Yeah.
And I suppose it was an element of jealousy really as well. When you look at other people and you see a certain physique. My first thing, which is very wrong looking back now, is kind of like, oh, what they on, or, you know, they're lucky, but actually it's nothing to do with luck. So I think it's changed now, completely and utterly changed. The biggest issue, which was then and still is a battle now, is binge eating and comfort eating. So it probably started a little bit before my mum got ill, and then my mum obviously got ill, passed away, and that lot. And I think it just got worse. It spirals a bit, but that was my release mechanism, comfort eating. Yeah. So I totally get where people come from, where if they've got addiction to alcohol, drugs, or anything like that, dependent. I think I watched something recently, what Nyla posted, and a video or something, that sugar craving, it's not real, but there's an element of it to me in my mind mentally that it certainly is real. So I'd say in the past it was a real big issue because I didn't know how to control it. And I think the honest truth is now it'll never go away. I don't see it ever going away, but I've got a load of good coping mechanisms now. I think now I've actually seen a change in myself, and I've seen muscle being built, and I've seen the weight come off and my confidence grow. That's also a massive element for me not wanting to go back. And I think a couple of months ago, I think I had a bit of a binge eat, and I think I told you in the end, and it was kind of like a release mechanism of such. It was like releasing a valve, because I think when I get stressed, whether it's being a manager at work, whether it's managing home life, personal issues and things like that, after so long and things building up, it's like a valve that releases. But I feel I've controlled it a lot more better now anyway.
Yeah, what sort of steps would you say, what are the main steps, what you've put in place for anyone listening who struggles with comfort eating or any other struggle in terms of needing that release, but often the release is negative? What would you say to them? What say 3 steps, 2 steps would you put in place to help them overcome it just like you have? The
first one, to deal with it face on, admit it and be honest about it. So I would always just put it to one side thinking, like sometimes I couldn't wait to finish work just to have a Chinese or an Indian or a takeaway or something, and it really changed my mindset. I'd be in a really good mood all day for it then afterwards I'd hate myself and then carry on eating. I never got the idea of people going to the shop and buying one chocolate bar. it was one thing that never resonated with me. I'm just thinking, who would go to shop and buy one? You know, and then Easter and Christmas is horrible because the chocolate's a lot bigger value and a lot cheaper. So, but you get to a stage sometimes where you get there and you think, right, I'll start Monday, I'll start tomorrow. There's been occasions even where I've got up in the middle of the night there enough to finish trifle off in the fridge. It's been that bad in the past.
Yeah.
And I don't mind saying that now. It's embarrassing at the time, but it's one of them where you think, actually, no, if I clear myself completely the day after, I'll start afresh. But it never works like that because unless you change something, it's never going to work. The minds are very, I'm trying to think how to word it, but it's a way where you feel you can control it, but it controls you sometimes. Yeah. So I would say being honest about it and open up about it, whether it's to somebody else or just to yourself, and then also looking at alternatives. So I still like sweet stuff on the plan and things like that because it's a lifestyle to me. So, you know, even getting a chocolate mousse compared to something else, I look at the calories, I look at the protein. There's different things you can swap, even options, hot chocolate, you know, it's low in chocolate. And people think you're all or nothing on the plan, but it depends what your goal is. For mine, it's always been a lifestyle, so I've never wanted to go on stage or do something like that. So I need to incorporate things like that for me to continue to enjoy it. Otherwise, if I took every single thing out, I'd be sniffing air fresheners, you know, the chocolate flavour ones.
We know the all or nothing, that's the biggest way to fail, though, isn't it? Because I've been all or nothing, I don't know if anyone else has it, but it's the biggest way to fail because, you know, you're either really in shape or really doing something well or not at all, so there's no middle ground. So
I think it's being realistic as well. So when you're 23 stone or 23.5 stone, and I totally get it with other people, is even losing a stone, it doesn't feel a lot at the time because you look in the mirror, you can't see it. So it's so easy to lose that motivation. So it's about building them disciplines, the routine and structure, because okay, well, anyone says, you know, someone I think it took 3 stone for someone to even realise. And his first question is what you're taking? It's like, hang on, it's a lot of hard work to lose 3 stone, you know. But even myself, I wasn't feeling it. And then you still want more. Then you were looking for perfection all the time. When actually it's not. I'd go out on nights out and I come home, my t-shirts have got pull marks because all night you're pulling them all. Breathing in all night, you know. It's a horrible way to live. When I look back now, I think, God, it's just like, I'm still not confident 100% now, but it's just like, I can't believe that stage of my life I was in. It's good to look back, but it's quite upsetting sometimes when I look back and look at the pictures, and even though I see a smile, I see a lot behind that smile.
Yeah,
and
I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's a big eye opener anyway.
It's good that you've overcome it.
No, I was just going to say, you know, you said you see the smile, but only you would know the pain behind the smile, but you should be really proud of your journey. You know, when you look back and reflect and you said you feel a bit embarrassed, the fact that you've overcome it and you're in a much better place is testament to you and your growth, but also you could never go back there now. You might still binge like what you said, but you've got the ability now to recognise what you're doing and think, right, I've done that, I'm stopping. It's not rolling over to day 2, day 3, and then it becomes a week. You would completely have the tools now to be able to pull yourself out of it.
100%. So, that accountability as well, and having that accountability
100%.
is, for me, is key, because when you do it yourself and you weigh yourself each week, you can think, oh, you know what, I'll start again next week, I'll start again next week. When you're not, you've got to answer to somebody. And I think we all know at the beginning, even that, I weren't in the right place at the beginning, I think, when I started with Clint, because
you weren't.
There was even times when I'm lying to myself and to you.
Well, it was I don't know the time period, but it was about, just say 6 months, wasn't it? And your body weight was going down. It was the lightest he's ever weighed, and his pictures were going fatter and fatter. I thought,
breathing so much.
I was like, what's going on here? I was like, I remember the message. It's like, for my own mental health, what's actually going on?
I think you were even questioning yourself at one point, weren't you?
I was thinking, this must not be a good coach, you know, isn't it? But so then you just opened up and then it all changed from there, didn't it?
Yeah, then it was the case of like, I'd look at anything, so I was holding on to the sink, you know, to weigh it. And it's funny now looking back at it, but at the time,
desperation, isn't it?
It's desperation. It's one of them where you've lied one week to yourself more than anything, but then the week after you're having to lie even more because you're putting 2-3 pounds on, but saying you're losing 2 or 3 pounds. So you think next week I'll lose 6 to make up for it. And the week after, and then when you get to a stage where you've got to lose 14 pounds, you're
backed up against the wall. You ran out of excuses, didn't you? So it was good. I think some people need that though. You need to run out of the excuses, because you're always, when you're going around in circles, you're always putting the blame on other people. But really, you need to hold the mirror up, and then obviously it's about looking at yourself, innit? We see it all the time, don't we, with people blaming the kids, the partner. They'll blame everyone apart from themselves, and then when they do really realise, that's when you can truly change. And like you said on step 1 there, you know, is really accepting it. them people who are blaming, you're not really accepting it, you're hiding, and that's why you won't move forward. So I think that is a good step. What about step 2?
Like I say, just finding easy swaps for it. So being real about it, you know, you've admitted it. It's something that's going to happen. You know, it's not about thinking it's never going to happen again. You're looking for perfection. It's never going to happen. You know, so it's about being real, and even goal wise, you know, just if you're at a stage where you have a comfort, you know, you're very big in size and weight, make your goals a bit smaller, manageable, stone at a time. You know, like I said, it's so hard to get disheartened when you're 23 stone. And if I said now, I've sat around 17 and a half, 18 stone for a long time now, but it's my body's a completely different shape.
Yeah.
So weight has never been a thing for me. And I was usually obsessed with things like BMI, not with what you get given from the NHS and things like that. And it might work for some people, but for me, you know, I'd look ill for what they're asking. I've tried a load of fad diets in my past.
Yeah.
All the milkshake diets, you know. You think, oh, it's quite expensive to get a coach or to do this, do that. But when I actually think about what I spent on takeaways, what I'd spent on fad diets, I always wish for a magic pill. But now there's one out there of all these jabs and things like that. I'm glad that I've done it the way I've done it because I feel a magic pill. One, I wouldn't have been as proud of myself, but 2, I wouldn't have learned what I've learned. So I feel by taking that, it would have been a different route, and I would have got there quicker. But sustaining wise, I wouldn't have got there. But I wouldn't have learned the lessons that I know I'll never go back.
Yeah.
You know,
well, you've achieved this through discipline, adapting to healthy habits, mindset change. It's built who you are now as a person. Like, your character's completely different. And you're proud of who you are. So like you said, if you had like done this journey several years later and gone straight onto like the skinny jab, it would have been a shortcut there. But so many people are rebounding from it. And they just end up in a vicious cycle and look ill because they don't know about good nutrition. They don't know how to work out. So then they've got like loose skin and they've got like sunken cheeks and they're not feeling optimal because the nutrition isn't fueling the body. So it's like the perfect timing for you to have done it then.
And to reflect, I think. Like I said, I've got nothing against people take things for quicker wins and things like that, but to me it's about getting the foundations right. Then you can take whatever. People talk about steroids, people talk about the jabs and things like. To me, it's get the foundations right, and then you can use things that are going to enhance it. But unless you've not got the foundations right and it's not right up here, you're just going to backtrack completely. Yeah,
definitely. But I agree with you. I'm not against anything like that. You know, peptides, GLP-1. It's just a case of, like you said, having the foundations in place, and that just assists it. 100%. You know, it's got so many benefits that we're only just finding out about now because it's such a new thing, but it needs to be used responsibly.
Totally get it.
Yeah.
And I think food-wise, about knowing who you are. So people at work will laugh sometimes and things like, but I'll have cottage cheese with, I'll have the most random combinations, but they work for me because I know what the protein content is, I know what the calorie content is, I know what benefit is going to be for me, whatever phase I'm on. So I think it's about knowing yourself as well and not giving to peer pressure. And there's nothing wrong if people either don't understand or are not educated in that way. I don't look at that and think, you know, God, that, you know, that's silly. That's who are you to question me in that as well. I'll just look at it as the fact it's just somebody that's just not on the same journey as me or have had the same expectations as me. So,
what do your friends think about you now? The long-term friends that you've had for a while, are you still with the same mates? Or?
Yeah, I've got a really good group of mates. They've been there from school, a few of them as well. So yeah, so I think they're really proud because I think it's the first time I've stuck to something as well. You know, been on all the fad diets, all the roller coasters, and I can send pictures now. Maybe not all the time. You know, I'm checking pictures, but
boxers on, all right. You changed your missus, didn't you? You had a different missus when you first joined the plan, didn't you?
Yeah. So I think it's about with people and relationships like that as well. It's also about what kind of journey they're on as well. And I was getting questions before, like, who are you doing this for and things like that. And to me, the biggest thing is I do it for myself. So I'm really content now. I'm really happy in myself. There's always perfection. So, for example, it's really good being part of the group because I speak to certain people that have got their own journeys, but you look at them physically and you think, you know what, they're in the best shape ever. But I think body dysmorphia is something that affects a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I think it's one of them where just because I was bigger, you assume that someone's got that, which I had anyway. But I've learned a lot through people that are really in good shape, but still got it. So I'm very good at, if I see a picture or someone posts on the group, for some reason in my head I just always go to what looks well. Like, oh, you look well there, you've done well there. But whenever I take a check-in picture, whenever I take a picture, my first thing is, oh, I could change that. And I'm still at that stage now sometimes where, does that t-shirt look a bit tight? Does this look all right? You know, and sometimes you just got to think, you know, it's more in my head than it in others. I don't think people look at me and think that. It's just in my head because I've got 30 odd years of it.
You've got high standards for yourself now. That's what it is. So you're actually keeping yourself accountable as well.
100%.
But recognising that there's a line that you don't cross. You've got to appreciate where you're at and how far you've come.
100%.
I feel like being part of like our community is a massive bonus as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the WhatsApp group is the thing that keeps you going as well, because you can be as little or as much involved as you want. So I have it on silent, obviously, because it goes off all day, but I've seen many members come and go and then come back.
We knew you'd be back.
And I think it's matured over the years, but it's one of them where there's just so much positivity and inspiration in there, where whether it's a quote, whether it's someone doing something, or, I think you couldn't text your mates as much as you text the things in that group. And sometimes it'll be a case of, I really couldn't feel going to the gym today, but then someone else agrees that they've done the same, but you've pushed yourself or you've pushed somebody else. So I think that environment is absolutely key. If I was still in the same environment I was in the past and letting people approve of who I was at the time, saying you look fine, you look good, you look this. And then I know a lot of them are doing it for the right reasons to make me feel better, but looking back...
wrong, aren't they, really? Because you're telling you lies.
Well, no, because I think that's how they saw me at the time. And they've always known me as that, Tomo, or they've always known me as the big lad. Or
because obviously they loved you for you.
Exactly. Yeah.
What I mean, but if you think about it deeply, it's like the most important thing would be just being truthful.
Yeah. But again, it's that interpretation of what good looks like.
Yeah.
I've got no problem if someone at 23 stone feels the very best they felt and healthy, and they feel good for it. Good on them. But I know I didn't. I know I wasn't healthy. And it's more the things you can't see. So my skin was really bad at the time. And then the other health issues, I was very lucky to not get diabetes, really, the amount of stuff I was eating and that. But I always had that thing where I'd do really bad and then do good for a bit, and then do really bad, do good for a bit. But I don't even see it like that now, because it's just a continuous cycle. I think even last year, not it's just gone the one before, I got a bit ill over Christmas and got a bit down with certain stuff, and I put on quite a bit, and I didn't realise. So when we started again in January, where you have a little bit of a break over Christmas, I just realised, well, actually, this is taking a lot longer to get back into. And I remember you always saying you should always be really 6 weeks from your best. Yeah. And that's what stuck with me now. And I think, you know what, a couple of pounds here and there. Yeah. Because I don't bother about the scales. I say I don't, and I do, obviously, because I messaged the other day saying, like, God, they've gone up a little bit. But when you talk about recomp and you talk about look, at the end of the day, there's not an ideal weight where I think I want to be.
Yeah.
It's more of how I want to feel.
Ripped.
Yeah. Exactly, you know what I mean? Because I know what comes with that as well from you lot. And I know by... and certain phases, having that proper prep, like even on stage, I know full well at this moment in time mentally I'm not ready for it. I'd fall out of love with the journey, and that will backtrack me. I don't think I'd ever go back, but it's one of them where if I enjoy what I'm doing, why would I change it when I can continue to improve?
You're enjoying feeling healthy, aren't you? You're enjoying being able to do things that you couldn't do before.
And that's at 40 now,
Yeah,
and I look the best I've ever looked, I feel, and younger.
Oh, you're old now, aren't you?
Do you know what I mean? Exactly, yeah. Pension age soon. But yeah, no, I feel... I think the biggest thing, like you said, then was that victim mentality. Yeah. So I had that a lot of my life without thinking about it. And it's one of them where there's a massive difference between feeling sorry for somebody, having sympathy, and having empathy for somebody. And I taught you that as well when you was doing that. It's great if someone says, oh, I feel sorry for the situation you're in. That's great, but that's never going to move me forward. No. So understanding that someone could be in that situation is one thing, but let's put these tools in place. And if you fail a couple of times, you fail a couple of times, but as long as you keep trying. But just by saying, I'm sorry you feel like that. That's what's
it's not
doing.
actually useful, is it? No. I know people sometimes don't know how to advise you because maybe they don't understand how to overcome things. So like you were saying, your friends really loved you for who you were, but maybe they didn't know really how to put you on the right track to get your health better, because surely if they're your friends, they know that you're not really entirely happy on the inside. So sometimes you just need to get like professional help where someone can say, this is not a good situation that you're in. Let's help you, and like we'll do it exactly like that, because it takes the guesswork away from you and all that. Like,
and sometimes it's better to have somebody that you're not friends with originally initially, because they're always going to take it a bit easier. I remember going on holiday every year. We go on holiday, and I'd be getting bigger size every single year. My mates would just pull the suitcase out of the loft and get back in the clothes. And I'm thinking. Then I'm going to buy all the cheap clothes because I don't feel good in myself. So I'm going to Asda, nothing wrong with Asda, by the way, but go and buy the £4 t-shirt that I don't really care about. Whereas now, I don't mind spending £670 on a t-shirt and feeling good when I go out. Because I never in my life thought I would feel good in something. Like even now, it's a big thing for me just to be in a t-shirt.
Yeah, that was one of your goals, wasn't it?
Yeah, just a t-shirt and then a vest.
Yeah.
And it's the biggest thing will be to come out of the, do it without a vest on. And I'm still doing that in the gym, but even like having a shower in the gym, it sounds so pathetic, but I was so embarrassed at one point, like just a towel around me. I'd have a towel up here,
Yeah.
But now I don't
Like
care. Exactly, yeah. But now the community as well, like you get, whether when I share my journey, because I've never been really into socials, and you said share your journey.
Yeah, you used to just be a blank face.
Exactly.
I didn't even know what you looked like for 6 months.
But now even the gym, though, everyone in the gym's so approachable, and they really, I think they're inspired by what I've done, because I think it's one of them when you go to gym. If you've earned your place there as well, people see it as a different level.
Yeah, they do. That's true. That's
not just turning up and doing it and thinking, I want to do it. When they're actually seeing your journey, I think they see it as a different level.
That's true. Like, you have to prove yourself in the gym, don't you?
Yeah, it's like a new community.
Yeah, if you're lifting the most in the gym, like people speak to you more.
Yeah,
well, like if you've got a good body, they speak to you more. It's mad, isn't it? Though.
But this is why when I go to gym, I do fully get the people that are too even scared to go to gym or to, making that first initial few steps in the gym. But what I'll promise you is people are not looking, or they shouldn't be looking and thinking, oh, you don't belong here. It's one of them where you've got to start somewhere.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
And mine was in hoodies in the summer, that paranoid, even in meetings at work, people say, take your hoodie off if you want. And I couldn't. I just
pretty cold.
Yeah, it was cold and it's like 30 degrees out there, Dave.
Sweat dripping down your forehead.
The face is red.
Yeah, nice. Shower clothes.
Face is red. Just have another Red Bull. So I look back now and I think, oh my days, I can't believe it. Like, just to even wear that.
What would you say the biggest changes from then to now? Obviously, confidence is one. That's
Hair
a byproduct. That's a byproduct of just your daily habits, in it. But what would you say your biggest changes?
I think it's actually believing in myself and being proud of myself. So we talk about self-gratitude. I don't find it easy. I would 110% rather give someone else a compliment than myself. But it's one of these where I can actually see it starting to work now.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to say I wake up every morning and do the mantra and do all that. We've all talked about in our group as well that, we do goal cards. Certain things work for me and certain things don't. And just writing it down doesn't necessarily work for me. But believing in myself and believing in what I'm doing, I can see it working for me. And I feel like, especially since being 40, I think there's been a switch put on this year where for some reason...
It's the year of change. I've read that. I've seen a post the other day and it's like by that Tommy Mallet. Yeah. And he said it's the year of change. I don't know if it's Chinese year or... I don't think it was. It's the year of the snake, innit? You kept saying
I said that.
We don't want to be a snake.
But it's all about shedding the skin, isn't it?
But it's a year of change, like year of a new life, basically.
I think it's just because I'm more confident now in what I want. I know I'm happy in what I am now. I think it's just a case of just being happy in general. And then, I'm not chasing something no more. I've always said that, I'm not bothered about a six-pack as such and things like that. There's a certain physique I'm aiming for, which we've talked about, but I'm getting there. I know I'm getting there. I love having a pump after the gym and things like that. And I'd be lost without a gym now. You go to doctors, especially when Mum was dying, and we had some really good conversations, me and my mum and things like that. And it was like, as soon as it hit me really hard, but the doctor straight away was like, here's some antidepressants. It's like, and I worked in the gym at that much that time. And when I look back, and I'm so glad I didn't go down that route, and nothing against people that go down that route. I know people that do it, and it's not one size fits all. But when I found the gym and what that does for me, and you've actually a byproduct is you're getting a better body, you're getting a better physique, but it's more what it does up here.
It's the best antidepressant there is.
100%.
Movement, exercise, even just getting steps out in nature, and that's not built into your lifestyle so that you don't need to rely on like these pharmaceutical addictive tablets, Exactly.
And I think it's like you said, creating your own environment. So the group's great, and also it's just like, I'm a massive fan of Tommy Robinson and things like that,
Yeah.
Tony Robinson, not Tommy Robinson. Tony Robinson.
It's good,
Tony Robinson. Yeah, that's what I was thinking there. No, Tony Robinson. But I think it's just watching things like that are positive, that put you in the right frame of mind. It can change your whole day. Even music, when you get
what
up in the
I was
morning.
going to say, because you said obviously gold cards don't work. It's one of them you're kind of doing similar to gold card if you're watching positive stuff every day. It's
My own
like
way.
a gold card, because anything what you do, as long as it's changing your mindset and shifting it into a positive vibration, that's the same. It's all the same thing. That's what a gold card does. It changes. If that don't work for you, you might write down. Like me writing down, it doesn't work for me.
Exactly.
But watching like Tony Robbins, like you say, or Bob Proctor, and then reading the gold card, they do work for me.
It's even still the things that work. When you write a list and you tick them off, it's that feeling you get. That first thing you always put on a list is write a list, so you can tick it off straight away. Do you know what I mean? when you do little things like that, everyone's unique. So what works for one doesn't always work for somebody else. But it's the same kind of, like you say, the vibrations, and I think it ripples into everything of your life, and doesn't it works better?
Yeah, I feel like you've learned a lot in terms of that aspect.
Yeah, massively.
100%.
And setting goals, they're so important because every time you achieve a goal, no matter how big or small, that builds your confidence.
Definitely. And having accountability for it as well. So if you know you've failed, it's being honest, I failed because of this. Or if not failed, that's quite harsh. Like, if you've not hit something or you've not hit a certain target, you've had a bit of a week that's off. I think it's just about, if you've got a coach, be open and honest about coach, and if not, be open and honest with yourself at least, because all you're doing is going to backtrack.
Yeah, it's a lesson, isn't it? If you keep doing the same thing on repeat, it's failure.
Exactly.
But if you're actually admitting it, being responsible, and then actually...
Or you planned a bad week, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not, sometimes I'm going out this week, I'm going away, you're going to be a little bit different than what you normally would. But it's about understanding, still making them changes. So even going out, I'd more turn to vodka, it's how I'm still, than to beer, because in my head, I know people when I first bought a house and... I got promoted at work and things like that. I always wanted that idea of like, go home, have a glass of wine and things like that. But then all back in my head, it's like, hang on, there's quite a lot of calories in that, do I really want to do? And that's what my always thing was. So the fact that you find ways that work for whatever works for you. Because I used to drink when I go out in the past for confidence. Whereas now it enhances my confidence because I don't need to do that. I feel like I'm at a stage now where I enjoy it and I'm not drinking to forget or whatever you do, whatever the situation is.
Yeah.
You got anything to say, Sam?
No.
In terms of I was going to ask you actually, because I know Dave mentioned body dysmorphia, and all that's going to be a little bit of a subject to what you're going to speak about at the active
massive
event.
one, isn't it? But I think what you said was right. I think I'd say 99% of people have it.
Yeah.
It's just a different degrees or it's like me with the biggest time on mine was after I had my shoulder injury. I lost obviously a lot of weight, but I was really lean because I was quite lean at that point anyway. And I'd basically not been able to lift weights, and it was like, right, what can I do? The only thing is cardio. So it was just like, right, just do loads of cycling and things like that. Yeah. So I was really, really ripped. But all I could see in the mirror was like a really skinny person. And that reminded me of when I was a kid, when I was always a skinny one, and I hated that.
Yeah.
So people were like, wow, you look well good, you're lean, how are you still doing this when you can't train? And it was like, in my head, it was like, nah, I'm just skinny.
Yeah.
So that's when it become like the same as you. But the other way, I was putting a hoodie on and wearing stuff that covered my upper body, because I'd obviously gone backwards.
Yeah.
Couldn't help it. It was an injury, and that was body dysmorphia because
I
had probably a physique that probably a lot of people would be happy with. Like I had a six pack and stuff, but to me it was
born
really
with a six
bad.
pack, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it's a terminology as well, don't you think sometimes? Like in the past, I would have loved to be called skinny when I was fat. Or when I felt I was fat. But now if someone called me skinny, God, I'd be going.
Yeah, defo.
Lean. You get someone like, oh, you skinny, don't you?
Yeah,
But lean
like
is a
it one
massive...
bit.
the terminology what people use, because they don't understand it or they don't think it. Or someone say, oh, don't be you getting too skinny or don't be getting too muscles, like as that's going to happen by accident,
Don't get too big.
But it's like if someone said skinny, that would really insult me now.
If someone called me that now,
yeah,
I'd be
exactly.
really upset.
But someone says lean, I'm like, all right, yeah.
It's like when you see grandma at Christmas, she goes, oh, we stopped going to the gym.
Oh, this is one. Have you ever had it on holiday? I think it was you that said that actually. That someone said, oh, do you work out? And you're like,
oh, no.
What do you mean, do I work out?
Oh,
Clearly.
people say it on purpose, don't they? Because they're jealous.
Or even someone will see you for a bit, do you still go to gym? I'm like, But people think if you're not posting, you're not doing it, isn't it? Or you're not talking about it all the time. But just to keep what I'm naturally like now, physique wise.
Yeah, people say it to my dad, like, he's still training. He's like, nah, I've left it. He just goes on with it now. He's like, nah, I've left it. I'm not into it anymore.
I think with the body dysmorphia side of thing, though, is you're probably never going to be 100% content because you're always striving for more. But you've just got to recognise from where you come from to where you are now. Because I'll still look in the mirror now and go, I need to be bigger, I need to be lean, I need to do this, I need to do that. And I've changed loads over the last year. So where if I'd have looked at myself now, then I'd have been like, yeah, that's what I want.
Yeah.
But now and there, it's like you want more, you always want more. So it never kind of goes. You've always just got to think about where you started and where you are now. You're never going to be perfect, but you'd been very happy at that point to be where you are now.
I'd agree, 100% agree with that. But I also think it's a drive as well. So if I keep comparing everything to 5 years ago, I would never move forward personally myself because I'd be like, oh, I'm good now. Yeah. So I think it's good to do that, but also the drive is to also...
You now want to get better
how
and
to
better
move
and
forward.
better.
So now I look at things like last year's pictures, I think, actually. But then sometimes you don't realise what you got. So last year when I started to put weight back on, and I started to backtrack a bit, I didn't realise to look back at other pictures thinking, actually, I was really happy there. But at the time, you're always chasing something. Yeah. And sometimes you've got to stop chasing and actually live in the moment and think, you know what, actually, I feel good, I look good. And I want to get better, but it's, appreciate what the stage you're in now and be happy where you can.
It's getting that balance, isn't it? Yeah. Sorry, Sam.
Another one with that as well is with body dysmorphia, and you taught me this, is comparing yourself to others too much. Yeah. Like you might do as much as you can, your goal and what you've got going on in your life, genetics and everything like that. You can't always be the same as somebody else. So looking at people online, you see them and you think you got body dysmorphia because you don't look like him. That person could have been training since they were 11 years old. It's their job. Whereas you've done it for 2 years, you had a different starting point than them. You're never going to look like that. But you can be the best you. So exactly. I had phases of that, and I know you said it to me. It was like, just block him. Because I was looking at people going, I think it was when he was competing, I was like, oh wow, he looks good. And he was like, block him.
Blocking out the haters.
And it's the best thing you can do, because then you're comparing yourself to someone who's completely different circumstance to you. Just compare yourself to you and where you were.
God, if I did that 5 years ago, block everyone. Delete
Instagram. Block myself.
But it's portrayed on TV now, isn't it? Everything, like you Love Island and things like that. There's never somebody that we think actually just looks normal as such. There's always something, but
what's real these days? There's so many filters and
AI now.
Surgery. And, oh my God.
I was with Donald Trump yesterday. Anyway.
It's like the one you sent for that thing we're making, and you put it in. I thought, wow, look well good on that. And then I realised it was AI, and I thought, I thought it was real.
But it makes your arms a bit bigger, and you're chasing something.
Pretty lean there, me, and then. No,
I feel like it could push people though. It could go 2 ways. Like with the AI, it can, because people edit the pictures anyway. I know someone who makes his arms bigger and all that, and legs, and I've done it myself.
I've filtered pictures before now, but never been a big. But filtered, the lighting makes a massive difference.
Yeah, just changing the effect on it.
Yeah, well, I remember when I went to IB for a fully let myself go. Obviously, I was just drinking every single day and all that, and having one KFC or something a day. So I lost everything, but I went over in all right shape. Obviously, years ago now, but towards the end of the season, I remember there was an app. And you could make you could push it in and make your arms big. So I done that on the picture because I was on a beach and I thought, oh, I look crap on that. Like I don't really want anyone to see me like that. So I made the waist smaller and the arms bigger and that, I remember, and the legs bigger.
But did that then make you think I need to get back in shape? Or
I knew I was going to get in shape anyway. I just thought it was a matter of time. I'll just have to fake it for a bit now and then fake it
till you make it. You're looking that way out when I was doing mine. I'd be faking my scale weights. I would have been muscly in the next week's picture.
Yeah, I think it could work 2 ways though with the AI, because if you obviously because you've been doing a lot of them, aren't you? Like where you're fat or 10 pounds of muscle, it can make you think, oh, that's actually going to push me towards looking like I like how I look on that. But it could have the opposite thing where I think, I can't be asked putting the work in for that. I'll just cheat and just upload all pictures of AI and no one will know.
And the other thing is, like ChatGPT, I use it quite a lot for work and for my own personal life. Like it'll design your living room. But there's always an option if you want to improve even more. It's never, this is what looks good. It's always to improve it. Do you want to do this? So you can really fall on that cycle of, you look good now. However, if you wanted bigger arms, what about this? And it's never like at the end where I say that's your perfect result, because what's perfect anyway?
Yeah,
so you're always chasing.
It'd be, in a way, it'll be good to sort of get your mind, like you can visualize things easier. So it'd probably be a good tool, really.
I think it depends on the person.
Yeah.
If you want, like we described before, just the shortcuts.
Yeah.
You're gonna go and get a BBL instead of working for it.
Yeah.
But if you're already on this journey of like self-development and you're enjoying the personal growth side of things, then it could encourage you to keep going. But
you can never beat the real thing, though.
No, there's the lessons you learn. You can never beat the lessons your own learn. So I can look at everyone else's journey, but look at things online. People look at my before and after and go, "Wow, brilliant!" That, but they've not lived through it. Like it looks on a picture. Yeah, it looks brilliant and it looks that, but they've not lived through actually all the downs, the ups, the downs, the ups. And it's that what I know will never make me go back to picture one ever, And I look at other people's and I think the same, but you've not been in their journey. So, and who are we to decide what good looks like,
Yeah.
If I felt good at 23 stone, I would have, and genuinely believed it, then I wouldn't have needed help. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wanted to say.
Even on the flip side, you can get people who look amazing though, and they're not well up there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So that's really, your mind's the best thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
my quote that I always refer back to, I remember when someone told me, you don't want to look like a Ferrari, but feel like a clapped out banger.
I've used that one a few times.
Yeah.
So that's a really good analogy.
My favourite one's that a smooth sea never made a skilled sailor. Because if everything was smooth, you just straight away go to the end thinking it was easy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. The journey, it gives you pride, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So what's next for you, Dave?
Call him James then.
I know, nearly.
More podcasts now. I think it's just...
What are your goals for like this year?
Just the biggest one is to be more proud of myself, but actually genuinely be proud of myself and believe in it and just enjoy what I'm doing, whatever I do, is just enjoy it and make the most of it. So I think when you've been through different things in life and you've seen other people that you love go through them things, and you know, you've got people that sound depressing it is, but fighting for the last breath, and you're taking advantage of what you're doing, you know, whether you think it is, but going to shop, eating emotions, you know, I think it's one of them where if I could help people more as well, I'd 100% help that, because I just know the satisfaction it brings. So I think just continue to be happy, because I think if I am, everything else will come, whatever. I really enjoy, I think I'm just enjoying myself at the moment and enjoying my own journey as such.
Yeah, you're feeling grateful.
Yeah.
Gratitude is a massive part of this, you know, in fulfillment.
Yeah.
And I know you said that you struggle with sometimes the gratitude, or at least the positive affirmation side of things. Because you are a grateful person, you know, you come across really like
I'm humble,
warm,
exactly,
yeah, just dead genuine. And you give out a lot of support to everybody, you know, within our community. But gratitude can be for the smallest things. And it's just the daily things that a lot of people take for granted.
Like waking up.
Waking up, like you said, you know, having fitness and being healthy and just even for your coffee, being able to afford a coffee and drive a car to work and stuff, having a roof over your head. But the affirmations, they don't come easy when you've spent majority of your life putting yourself down. But it's practice.
Yeah.
You know
I look at my stomach, for example, and I'm still paranoid about certain aspects of that, but I think that took 30 odd years to, you know, you're not going to lose that in a few years.
And you've got a lot of beliefs over the 30 odd years. Like, you're constantly telling yourself, I'm fat, I'm not good enough, I feel shit, I'm the can't fit. You're telling yourself, you speak it into existence. And now you're telling yourself a different story. That's when you start to believe it.
Yeah.
But you can't think anything negative in your mind and say something positive at the same time. It's impossible. 100%. So if you're ever going through a down day or a negative day, all you need to do is speak it out loud, something positive, and it's cutting the noise off in the mind. You know, and feelings pass, don't they? They're not permanent.
Well, it's habit as well, and it's habit and how what you do for that. Like, you can't get rid of 30 years of feelings just by saying, I look good, I feel good. Unless you believe it, like you say, but then you
just have to do it on repeat
every day.
You have to train your
like a religion.
Conscious mind that every time you have these subconscious thoughts that are on repeat every day, and then you catch yourself doing it, for every negative thought, you can replace it with a positive one.
Is it the chimp paradox? I've
read that one.
Really good, and that's things that your subconscious mind that you don't. You think you can control your mind. You think everything you can control is your mind, and there's other things that can control it. And I think, like you say, it's also knowing. So, for example, in the morning, I wouldn't wake up and even if I was having a treat or whatever, I have a bit of chocolate because I know full well that I'd set me up wrong for the day.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's little things like that where you can change your habits, change your style, and it also helps you win the day as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, morning routine's really important, isn't it?
And the biggest thing for me is being around other people, like you say, the group is massive for me because it's people that I've aspired to be in the past and now not necessarily as such, because I'm in my own journey now, I'm happy where I am. I don't actually look at, in the past I probably was an element of where you look at someone you're a bit jealous, but I genuinely am not now. I wouldn't look at someone and go, I wish I had that, because I know I've worked for it now, but it's also good to understand that other people like yourself and that are in good shape, or what you see as good shape, still have their own hang-ups and, 100%. You know, we have our own things that are not always perfect. Because people, if you be honest about it, a lot of people online portray the perfect life all the time.
It's fake.
And I know people that are filters, you know, you go and meet them and they look nothing like the filters, you know what I mean?
30 years older.
Yeah, exactly.
Smart. Got the short straw, blind date. I've been catfished again.
People want to be who they want to be, not actually who they are, don't they?
Yeah, you walk straight past them. Didn't know your mum was turning up. No, I'm joking.
Got none of that one.
We've got we've got the next event, haven't we, on the 22nd of February, the biggest live event, what we're going to do. We've got a special guest, which we're not going to say yet. But yeah, that's exciting, isn't it? So we've got a bit of a layout of the day is a lot of motivation in it. A lot of motivation, mindset stuff. Sam's doing a talk.
Bit of food.
Doing a talk. Yeah.
Bit of music.
Trifles.
Yeah, it's different venue, innit? Different venue.
Shrigley Hall. So I've done a few things there and it's really nice. Every year's getting up a level now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Think about when we did the first one. Last year, 30 people.
Yeah, 27 I counted on the picture, but I think a few people dipped out before we got the final photo. But
bit camera shy.
I definitely want anyway.
With AI, we can make it 600 people. Well, President Trump there.
Yeah, it's a good event. It went well.
No, but next one, I think we've even I think we've got for capacities for like 200 odd people, and we've minimised it at 150, and the numbers are going up now.
Yeah, we've not even put it out on the internet.
And the fact it's a free event is even
word of mouth is like the most powerful form of advertising. So, and obviously we put out content from the last one, so people will see what we're all about.
We've got content coming for this one, so we've not even actually put it on the internet yet.
No,
so I've just asked people who come the last ones, obviously current clients. So the first one was around 27 people, then the second one was 76?
76 people.
76, obviously we more than doubled
Felt
it.
like 100.
This, they feel like 100, but this one's capped at, well, there's 150 who's getting fed, and then there might be 100 who's not getting fed.
Well, I think it's even good for you guys as well, isn't it? Because you might have had confidence physique-wise, but stand up on the stage, you never had the confidence at first, and you can see now where it's coming. Whereas I probably had the opposite, never confident physique-wise, but I could stand up and do a talk.
When we went to school that time.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Doing a speech. Let's put a bit more emphasis behind that.
Doing the school.
I know.
You had sweets, didn't you?
I don't share. Do I look like I share sweets, Clint?
No, but yeah, cool. So we went, basically we'd done we'd done a talk, didn't we? It was mostly you talking, really. I was shy, to be honest. But
I was just trying to tense legs all day.
I only got us down to the school, so we just had to. But we talked about fitness and health, didn't we? Really?
But I think that was really good.
Dave talked about fitness and health, and you just said that.
That was good though, because my school, I wish we had something like that, because it's one of them where it was really good to see actually people knew about it, but also it was a bit worrying that some of them thought having protein shakes for dinners at that age was sufficient. And I'm thinking, what's it teaching us now? You know, like
mental,
scary, because kids were just living off protein shakes playing rugby, and it's like
serious.
100%. Two of them was like proper. I want to get this, I want to get to that, and it's like, wow, you're like 14, you know.
You need
to have proper
nutrition.
Substance. So I think it's that scale, isn't it, of knowing what to do. Because mine, when I was younger, food tech was my favourite thing. But it's making flapjacks and things like that. Do you know what I mean? It's not good, is it? But now it's a lot different. And my niece and nephew, they made healthier stuff, and more proteins out there and things like that. So the guidance is out there, but then there's that much about these days. It's quite scary if you've not got it professional. That's why I would always say, to get guidance, go with someone professional, because
not even always someone professional, to be honest. If you go to like the GP or thingy,
I suppose
they study food in about a couple of hours.
Yeah, and the food pyramid's upside down, so it's all carbs and fruits and fibre, and then tiny bits of protein at the top.
Yeah, it's changed in America though.
Oh, well, we'll be soon to follow
high
then,
and
won't
protein,
we?
isn't it, in America?
Yeah.
More than that. The other thing as well is, like, look at BMIs, that's so outdated now.
Yes.
I'm morbidly obese on that.
Exactly.
I am as well. Yeah, morbidly obese. Because they don't account for muscle mass.
No, 100%.
It's well out of date, isn't it?
Yeah. I got told that by one of the nurses. Just good news, you're not obese and brilliant. You're morbidly obese. That's all right, really. But I think for me, I'd have to lose another 6 stone to get into that bracket. And it's like, if I actually was thinking about that now, they don't take in muscle density, they don't take anything. It's literally just they're taking your frame, and it's just like.
I remember when I actually went to the doctors and I was given that morbidly obese diagnosis from a BMI. I didn't go in for that. That was just like, oh, while you're here, we'll check your BMI. And the nurse that actually delivered that news to me was morbidly obese.
Really?
Yeah, she was.
Wow.
Well, look at that I put in today, the health secretary for Wales. It's just like, the government, it's just quite worrying now. This is what health is.
Oh, that's mad.
You go to a shop now and you can go and buy an Easter egg cheaper, and you can buy a bunch of bananas.
It's mad, isn't it?
True.
Even you buy 6 eggs?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And I know what tastes better. No, it doesn't. But it's one of them, joking aside, it's quite scary that actually, even when you're low on money and things like, the most convenient thing is to get these ready meals that are all processed, aren't they? And actually, you think if you plan it out, people always think before they go on a journey, it's going to be expensive, it's going to be this. And there is an element of that sometimes, but I think it's just that feeling that you don't know unless you've done it, what you're going to get from it.
Good nutrition can be done on different levels of budget. If you cannot afford to eat steak every day, there's always a solution.
There's always 25% mince.
But
what's the real expense though? You know, bit out of your pocket, which you're probably spending more of, or your health.
But again, though, with your advice, things like it's things what you can adapt for people. If you give the same meal plan out to everyone, it's just never going to work, is it? Because I know we say about money and things like that, but someone if they've got a family of 3 kids, they're not able to afford steak every night. Do you know what I mean? So it's about adapting to their circumstances. We know people that can't go to gym every day because of genuine reasons, but it's like actually there's other things you can do at home.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Caviar on everyone's plan, then it is.
Yeah.
So, has anyone got any questions? Have you got any questions for us about anything?
Probably one question for you probably might have been, what do you think you've learned over the time then being with me?
From everything.
I think
I would actually just like to butt in and say, when I was listening to you talking about touching the wall to make the scales lighter, I feel like that was such a brilliant relationship that you've had, because it's taught Clint so much.
Oh yeah, it's
like he's a detective now.
I know, everyone has to post pictures.
He's learned all of the lessons more or less from you, so it's a two-way exchange.
It is mad, because it's like the best thing what you've probably ever done in your life, joining this team, and you've been the best thing what's happened to me as well in terms of teaching me. It's massively made me move forward in terms of skills that you can't study a course to learn what I learned from you.
No, definitely not.
You have to go through the challenge to have experience with the challenge. So it was good. Definitely taught me loads in terms of like spotting all the signs of someone cheating and stuff.
I think also from you probably not judge a book by its cover, because you look at someone that you class as fat and think they're lazy. It's not about being late. No. Sometimes it's about needing someone to give you that little push and to stay with you as well sometimes, because you fail yourself, you think other people are just going to give up as well. Do you know what I mean? So I think that was one thing I've seen probably.
No, it was, you taught me that, because I used to think all fat people were lazy.
Yeah.
I didn't think they'd like to train or do anything, but you actually did do them things. And obviously you probably didn't do it as much as you should do, but you did actually do it. You enjoyed going gym and stuff. You just obviously the eating was letting you down, but once you fixed that, started to move forward real fast, to be honest with you. So
it's like the actions speak louder than words, isn't it? You can want something, but you've got to actually put it in. Do it.
So you did teach me a lot in that aspect.
Anything with you, Nyla, with your teams and things like that, what you've learned that you found quite valuable, that you wasn't aware of at the time with different people?
I've learnt so much. I don't even know where to begin. Like, since I've gone full time in particular, coaching for 3 months, I would say I've come on a lot, haven't I? Not to blow my own trumpet, but you know, the more time you dedicate to something, and the more sort of like you immerse yourself in it, the more you learn. And so the difficult clients always teach you the best lessons.
Yeah, they do.
I'm pleased to say that the team of females that I've got are really flying. Obviously, realistically, you're always going to have a few that struggle and need a high level of support. And there's a lot more going on than just losing weight. There's confidence issues, self-esteem issues. You have to find out where that's coming from and sort of dig deep. And so part of that is building trust, because they could judge me as somebody that's got everything in life, you know, being really perfect, and she can go to the gym whenever she wants and, you know, everything's just easy for her, but it's not like that. So I feel like once you sort of build that relationship and they can open up to me, I like to open up to them really quick and say, this is my background. I can respect where you are now. And your journey is going to look something like this. There's going to be bumps in the road, but just know that I'll be here to hold your hand along the way. There's going to be a high level of support, but you have to work for it. I can't give you all of the tools and just you expect it to all fall into place. Like, I have had to work my arse off to get where I'm at, but that's because it's been an enjoyable journey. It's not been a case of I have to do it to please somebody else. I've done it to really grow and develop myself to become a much happier person. So you can achieve this if you've got low self-esteem, low confidence, or even they might not. They just don't have necessarily a belief that they can get to where they would like to be, you know what I mean? So not necessarily all of the females have got quite a low level starting point, you know what I mean? Some of them are in really good shape. And outwardly, they look like, why do you need help? Do you know what I mean? But you don't know where they want to get to. So they might think, I've maxed out here. This is probably the best that I'm going to get, but I would like to get to that next level. And it's just a case of showing them that it's achievable with the right tools, you know, because it kind of removes all the guesswork for them. So I've learnt so much. That's like a kind of overview, because there's just so many different types of personalities and so many different goals, and everyone's really unique and backgrounds completely different. So it's a constant learning process.
Yeah, that's good. Really good to hear that.
It keeps me interested.
Because before you start coaching, you feel like everyone's going to be sort of like you.
Yeah.
I think you
Yeah.
and so did
that
you.
was
didn't
one
you?
of my worst things at the start because
Yeah.
I just assumed that because I like doing the training and everything. When someone's like, "Oh, I'm not doing that," or I'm like, "What? Why?
Yeah.
Just do it."
Yeah.
and it's not that simple. And the other thing is, I was going to say there is the difficult clients teach you a lot, but the good clients doing the same aspect because I've got someone I coach who's got probably every excuse you could use. He's got a million things going on, but he still moves forward every single week. And that taught me a lot because how we've adapted something, right, these 3 days, this is happening, what can I do? So, right, for them 3 days, we'll do this. Then them 2 days, we'll rest because we're doing a lot, and then this, we'll do this. And they move forward every week. And that taught me as much as some of the bad ones. Cause it's like, well, that person's willing to do it. We've just got to work around all of them. And that's taught me loads.
Yeah.
That you don't have to be all in, for example, the full week to move forward. You know, there's some days where you are going to be busy and you might have to eat on the go. You might, mealtime is might not be perfect. You might not actually physically be at a train because there's just no time. But then you can push on them days and still move forward in the week. So that's taught me a big one.
Yeah,
as
it's
well.
really rewarding for
Yeah.
both of you, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's
But at
two
the same
ways as
time,
well,
it's
isn't there?
just-
Because you look as well, when many people in the group, like, what, a 6 week to information to go Ibiza, brilliant, but then they might want it again the year after, whereas you're teaching other people, I've been there 5 years, you probably have some that, if it came from me to you now, be like, it's going to be a long journey before you get a before and after picture. Because let's be honest, that's one thing we do it for as well, is to see the journey as well. So it's about having that balance of people. You know, you want your quick wins, but also the people with me, my life's changed completely more than some people that might have just done a quick win.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So, but it's a longer journey. So you wouldn't look at mine and think, right, you can get to there in 6 weeks. Not a chance. You know what I mean? It might take 6 years or 6 months to even. So I think it's other people understanding that as well, isn't it?
It's one of them as well. It's not like someone like yourself when you start. It's not about, because you can send anyone the same plan.
Yeah.
It's not really about, here's your plan, off you go. It's the mindset what you have to build.
Yeah.
It's the habits what you have to build. And them things need to be put in line first before you actually see the physical change. And you might be dealing with something like you said, half your life, you know, not good enough or comfy, blah, 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 blah. It's like, if you're dealing with that for a long period, that might take you 6 months to a year to even get over that. And then you'll start to see results. Really, it's one, and we've all got better as coaches, haven't we? And we're in a lot more in terms of mindset stuff. So I feel like if I had someone like you now, I would be able to transform a lot faster,
equipped.
to be honest.
Yeah.
Because I'll be able to uncover them. But obviously, that's massively down to you for teaching me that way. And also, we're always trying to develop ourselves in terms of what we invest our time into. It's a lot of coaches out there. I think the thing what they do wrong is they just get comfortable with just where they're at.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, it's like even someone getting in shape, but they might do the level 2 and 3 PT, and then their education stops there, or they might gain a couple of clients, get a few good transformations. Like I could have done that at the start. But I'm not invested anything more into it, more education. And that's why they'll just flatline and be at a standstill forever. But if you keep investing, you just keep getting better and better then.
For me as a people person, you can do as many courses as you want, as many textbooks, but it's what you learn through life as well through people. So like you say, some of your best lessons have been from clients, not from books. You can go and you can invest millions in yourself, but if you're not a people person, you don't care what you're doing, you're never gonna succeed.
We've had our fair share of arguments.
We've had our fair. But
It used to be a lot more shit.
we used to argue. I think you have. You've definitely grown over the time because you was very short at times, or you'd have one way of. You think you're like what Sam admitted before, like, hang on, why would you not go training? But hang on, if training's not in me and I've not done it for years, there's a case of I would look for every excuse not to do it originally. So
narrow-minded, isn't it?
I think it's
just
growth
not the
for you.
skill set. It's just not the skill set. That's all it is.
And there's people in that group now that I feel that want the best for you more than some people that you might have known all your life.
100%.
Do you know, you make friends. I've got people in there that messing with privately quite a lot from the group about stuff.
Sexy days.
Big leg Dave. But no, it's one of them where you've...
What leg the on about?
You have actually made friends though, you know, like I genuinely class certain people in there now as friends, and it's just like, it's really good to actually see them do well, but you've got people that actually genuinely want you to do well.
We love that as coaches, don't we? Because we don't get chance to be in that group chat all the time because
It runs
we're so
itself,
busy.
doesn't it? Really think about it.
Honestly, when you see the people connecting and really sort of like inspiring each other, like supporting each other, motivating, all of that good stuff, it just makes you feel like you must be really proud of the community that you built. Do you know what I mean?
Like a better version of Slimming World, isn't it? Oh, Sandra's walk today. You know, someone will post a picture of a path. It's like, yay! You know? But then you
smash that path.
You get applause because obviously you've done the Slimming World, haven't you? So
I got Slimmer of the Year.
Don't you get like
a big tie as well? Yeah.
Don't you get an applause if you put on weight in that?
Yeah. I don't know. At the time he did. Again, I can't criticise things like that because at that moment in time, Slimming World worked for me. I got the results I wanted. It just didn't teach me how to sustain them and the muscle mass and the other things that I wanted from it. You know, and it's like I never got my head around a banana zero sins, but then you blend it and it's got sins, you know. That's just my mind. But I know people that do it and they enjoy it, so it's not down for me to say to them, don't do Slimming World, you know. I would always advise now the best way would be to overcoach and things like that. But you know, people like Weight Watchers, they like Slimming World. They like having
I think it's the community. I think it's community.
Yeah.
Because even if like you're overweight, because I know quite a lot of elderly women who go Slimming World, they fat forever.
Yeah.
You know, but they're happy with the community aspect and they feel part of something. So, you know, it's one of them. I think the main mission really in life is to be loved, isn't it, really? Rather than, you know, if you feel loved, that someone loves you and you feel part of something, I feel like that's more...
You feel seen,
I feel like, you feel feeling seen.
Yeah.
I think that's probably better than being in shape in a way. Because it's how it makes you feel inside. So I think that's why these people keep staying at the places even though they're not getting the best results.
Yeah. And I think at one point when they're saying like you need to keep your box on to get weighed, I'm like, all right, I'm going a bit far here. But I know many people would at the time, it's probably changed since then, but people are like, I can't wait to have chippy tonight straight after this, you know. And that was the thought process. You'd starve yourself all day, buy all the bars that they do there, and there's other brands out there, obviously not similar, but and you buy all the things when you're getting weighed, and you'd eat them all, and I'd probably get all my calories straight after being weighed, you know what I mean? But it was again the community aspect of it, I think, and the fact someone's praising you, you know, saying well done, whether you say you like it or not, people do deep down like that record, like, oh, you've done well there.
Well, it's dopamine,
it's being in a room full of relatable people as well.
But then when you've got them people making excuses, you're in a room full of people making excuses. Well, not saying with them,
but they can relate to those excuses. Exactly. I see you. You're in me.
You speak to people more and you have bonds with who you're like. You know? People in our group chat, the ones who've got probably the biggest problems, they communicate with the ones with the other problems, aren't they? Because they've got something in common.
And some people that are so open about addiction and things like that, and it's 10 years ago or 5 years ago, they tell me they wouldn't have been, and it's really good. It's proud to see them actually, like, they're talking about it now, do you know what I mean? And they've overcoming it and putting their efforts into something else.
And it feels like a safe space as well.
Yeah.
So that's good, because they probably admit more to us as coaches than they do to their
100%.
own family.
And that's where the respect comes from, because I think that's where you've all matured over the years. Because if someone does open up to you, you've got it's about being private and confidential about that as well, isn't it? Because the fact someone's opened up to you is a massive, to me, is a massive step forward, because you can't just expect that someone's going to stand up and you're arrogant if you think they're going to tell you everything about their life.
Nah.
Do you know, there's some people that you've got to really work for and build that trust with.
It's asking the right questions as well.
Yeah.
It's asking right. I had a lad sign up the other day and he said about trauma, but he's not went into the trauma.
Yeah.
Well, that's just, I said, you don't need to tell me that now. Obviously, you can if you want to, but that's going to be built over time and you build that connection then.
Whereas probably in the past you might have thought, hang on, what is it? Why are you dealing with like that? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so you've learned yourself that sometimes someone might be paying you for a service, but at the same time, though, it's about making that connection more than anything.
I
think, like you said, being accepted. People pay for these groups because they want to be part of an environment.
Yeah.
And you don't see it, you know. They think, actually, I'm not part of a gym environment, I'm not building muscle, but their goal might not be to build muscle, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Might be. That's why a lot of people go them classes, isn't it?
Yeah.
What are your big goals this year, Sam? Or over the next couple of years?
Next couple of years, definitely pro in mental physics. Well,
so you've got obviously. So I think you're going to compete against each other at some point.
Maybe this year. We had a conversation. We had a conversation about it yesterday, and we sort of went a bit quiet and thought, shit, that's getting a bit real. Very serious.
I think that would be the biggest thing. What's actually it will give me the motivation to compete against you, though.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Well, you thrive for it, don't you? You used to.
Yeah. Yes.
Neither of you like to lose, but I feel like your bond is really strong, so it's going to be healthy competition.
Yeah, because if I say you come first and I come second, I would be buzzing that he won.
If I come second, he'd give me his first, and you'd say the first. God, I feel sorry for you.
Clint wouldn't.
No, he wouldn't.
I would be like you say we compete together and you come first. I would be buzzing that you'd won.
Yeah.
I just probably wouldn't speak to you ever again. And then shoot on the other foot, like it'd probably hurt, but you'd still be buzzing that I won. So
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely something we should definitely.
So you've got obviously this year. What's your targets, and you want to?
Want to do sort of at least 6 shows, 1 abroad minimum, which I think could be good.
Yeah.
Looking at possibly that Alicante one.
Yeah.
Which would be good.
Yates.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the retreat, that one.
Get 3 golds. Get 1 overall. That's a definite thing I want this year. What a sword. That'd be good.
Yeah, so you get the sword of the clan.
Yeah,
I say quite
I
missed out on that. No. Now, if you win, so obviously when you compete, there's like, say, men's physique, tall, small, masters. The winner of each of them go to compete against each other. So each category has like the winners, and they compete for an overall of that category.
Yeah.
So I want one of them. It's close last year, to be fair. Want one of them, at least one. So that's this year, and then realistically, I think I've got a lot more work to do before I even start really saying this is the time when I could be a pro. So that's kind of next year. Yeah. But
look at your leg growth and things like that, though. Things are definitely working.
Everything's going good. It's just time, isn't it?
It's time. You can't really cheat the system, can you?
No, just time.
You know, it's when I done the Arnold Classic. It's like when I was looking at the other guys. You know, same level of body fat. It's just time.
Yeah.
You know, you just need to be on it long term to build the muscle mass.
Yeah.
Look how many people got doing comps this year. You've got the photo shoot is the biggest one we've ever done, and it's going to be even bigger. And then look at the people doing the comps as well. How many?
15 so far, wasn't it?
Yeah.
At least 15
Men
so
and
far, and then the photo shoot we done. What was it? 25.
Yeah.
So obviously this year we're doing 50. Going to be the biggest photo shoot in the UK, if not
Europe
I think.
Yeah, Europe.
And all 3 of you are going to be competing as well. You're doing your first show,
I
aren't you?
do like you thoughts about that one. That's a good one.
Have you decided your category?
So yes, so yesterday I went for posing practice, and I actually had asked the advice, what category do you think I should be in? Because for someone who sees hundreds of athletes, she's gonna know,
Straight away, bang. Yeah.
So put a bikini on straight away, got the heels on, tried various poses, and she said, yeah, you're in bikini. So I'm going to do Bikini Masters, and she advised to do open as well. So I'm excited. Yeah.
You would never have thought at 50 that's when you actually start coming into your own, would you? We think about it.
Yeah. I mean,
Confidence.
It's been all down to confidence, but also, and I always say, this isn't a cop-out, but I always say if your circumstances don't fit, you can't really put your body through that and compete because it's a long journey. This is going to take me right up until October. So yes, I've always trained regardless of what's going on in my life. I've always eaten really well, good nutrition regardless. But because competing is on a whole new level, there's the posing practice, there's all the fittings for the bikini, there's like, you're practicing all the time at home. There's like, everything has to be on point. It's a whole new mindset. I've not been in that position before because I've had children at home. My eldest one having autism and learning difficulties outside of like going to the gym and just meal prepping. That's all I could manage really because I had such a hectic household. So now that I'm I'm not an empty nester yet, but 2 children aren't at home. I've got just me and my daughter.
Just a third one now. I don't know, but when I speak to people that have done comp stuff and things like that, it's a very selfish thing to do as well in a way.
Selfish.
I've been kicked out me already. No, fully. Oh, yeah. Mackenzie said you have to live with your mum.
For how long?
For however long the prep is. Apparently I was a twat last time.
Really?
Apparently, yeah.
And you want to do it for next year as well?
That was the first time I changed, wasn't it, really? When I went on the first prep.
So that'll be good, having the 3 main coaches, selfish group of...
I think seeing what Clint actually was like on prep actually made me feel like I am so not ready for this. So now that I've got a really calm, peaceful household, just me and my daughter, she's at college, she pretty much is self-sufficient. It's actually my time. And if it's not now, it's never.
And you're very understandable with each other. It's people that maybe have a partner that's not into prep, and then you're going out with a Tupperware tub, I've heard from people speaking, and they're having a meal of state, and you have to say no to a lot of stuff. Whereas if you're doing it together, you're kind of on the same route anyway, aren't you? Which is really good.
Yeah.
And you're just going to be alone now.
I'm just speaking with my mum. My mum will understand.
Punch in the back of the head.
What are your plans for competing?
Similar to just doing exactly the same shows as you are, really.
Yeah. What, all of them?
Nah, probably not all. I don't know. I've not really thought about it, to be honest. Mine's more like business goals and stuff.
Yeah, business is big for you this year, isn't it?
Yeah, business is the biggest goal, really, but it's more... I don't like to think about too much. I like to just think about a few things. So I've got my live webinar on the 2nd of February. I think yeah. And then I've got the event. So my mind's only up to the event.
Yeah, focus.
Don't think you put one idea in a group 2 minutes later, it's out in the days.
Yeah.
But this is going ahead now. We're doing the video.
No, yeah, I do the action taking quick, but I just don't like to think too far ahead because it gets too overwhelm me.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
like my mind's not going past the next event. Like I won't think about anything else.
I think strategically you think ahead of what you want, but it's putting it into practice what's different.
Yeah, but more the energy. More energy. Like I won't think of every single detail about a competition now.
Yeah.
I'm not even close to it. I just think of every single detail about the event.
I think that's coming up,
And even the retreat as well. You know, that'll be the next one after that, I think. So I've not even planned anything to do the retreat yet. Where it is. Well, obviously we know it's in Marbella, but I've not like got anything sorted.
Yeah.
So that'll be the next one then. And I think that's how you really succeed at things, just putting tunnel vision onto that one thing till it's done, then move on. And that's why people go around in circles, and that's why they feel like these all or nothing diets, because they're all in and then they're all off. Do you know what I mean? We've
got the whole year mapped out, haven't we?
Yeah, we've got the whole year.
But we're just ticking things off as we go along, because like you said, it's all about energy balance. And if you're spreading your thoughts too thinly, you're not going to actually nail the one thing that's in front of you. So that's definitely the best course of action.
But so business goals, like I say, we've got a good few events. Events are bigger than ever this year, so more growth for the team. Retreat back in Marbella again in June, is it? July?
I'm really looking forward to
that. Is it June or July?
July.
You're laughing at the old retreat.
Look at the old retreat.
The old retreat was just like...
Let's not talk about that.
It was great.
Next level, so this is going to be exciting.
Yeah, the other one was just a holiday.
Yeah.
But obviously this is a health retreat, isn't it? So.
I can't wait for this because I really want to get involved in like the planning for it, for the
and I think the fact it's only a few days, well, it's like you can really put everything into this, can't you?
Yeah.
People are going to get a lot from it.
And we're definitely not going to do a photo shoot at this one.
No, it's a lot of
I feel
pressure,
like it's too much all at the same time.
You
We're all
can't
going to go
at the airport, can you? It's just like just a pot.
No, it's going to be, photo shoots are photo shoots. We need to just focus on them and nail them. A retreat is a retreat.
Exactly.
We're going to get loads of
natural
amazing
anyway.
natural, behind the scenes pictures anyway. So
I think having that where I think we did it with photo shoot the first day, and it's a lot of pressure really, weren't it? And you can't really.
What in the headspace those were?
No.
It was there to just enjoy ourselves and
so
take the foot off the gas and treat as an holiday, and the group of people we went with, it's different types of people.
Different.
Different. So it's one of them. You just change it this time and go from there.
I'm looking forward to it. I can visualise it.
Yoga.
Like sunrise yoga and hikes, barbecues, swimming, chilling on the beach.
It's in a good place as well.
Having a laugh as well.
Gym workouts in the open air gyms. It's going to be
special
next
guest.
level.
That's it.
Motivational speakers. It's going to be really good.
Yeah, I'll see.
Compared with not planned anything yet, it's not bad. We've got it all.
A week's worth of stuff to cram into 3 days. But no, I feel like everyone that comes to that will be really good energy as well.
Yeah. And into it, into everyone on the team's into training now, so it's good.
Yeah.